Hi and welcome to SLJ.com. Once again, I'm Jeff Hastings, and you know what time of year it is. I don't think I have to tell you. It's September, and that means across most of North America at least, that means it's back to school time. Well, I think I have an appropriate product to showcase this month because this is the Dell Latitude 2100 netbook, and Dell tells me that it will be debuting this month in about 500 schools across the continent. So a lot of school districts have opted, in part because of stimulus funds that have become available, have opted to purchase packages of Dell Latitude 2100 netbooks in different configurations and with some of the different service plans and accessories that are available, like lab packages. You know, they have these lab carts available for the Dell Latitude 2100s that, you know, where you can charge multiple devices at once, update multiple devices at once, and store them. They have a lot of stuff like that available. Because there are so many options, and because there are so many options for how you set up your machine internally, I can't really give you a lot of specific pricing information other than to say that unit price starts at about $369 per netbook and then kind of goes up from there depending on what you want. If you're interested in pricing though, you may want to have a look at www.dell.com/latitude, where some pricing information is available based on your specific needs. What I want to focus on, because machines are going to vary, is I want to focus on a few interesting wrinkles that Dell has added to this machine that I think make it really appealing for the K through 12 market. So let's take a look at some of those. First of all, have a look at this. See this bright case? Well, I wish you could feel it because it's actually a rubberized textured case that really makes a machine more durable and more non-skid. So I think this is a machine that's a lot less likely to slip out of a student's hands, for instance, or fall off a desk. Non-skid surface, rubberized, pretty nice. Look at this. Can you tell that this is a light? When I first got the Dell Latitude 2100 netbook out of the box and booted it up, within a few seconds this came on and I didn't know what it was. I thought, is this some sort of reading accessory, reading lamp? What it is actually is a network activity indicator, and I think it's designed to sort of keep students honest. Sometimes, as you know, in a classroom situation, it's more appropriate to be doing your work offline than it is online. This indicator light lets teachers know when students are net connected. So if they're on the web, this lights up. Another interesting wrinkle. And there are a bunch more. This comes, by the way, this one's blue. The case is blue. Well, it comes in 5 colors, so there's a good chance you could match up your school colors to the color of your netbooks. That's thoughtful too. You're going to have to label your machines if you've got, 35 of them or a few hundred of them in your school district. You're going to need to label them, of course. Well, Dell has gone ahead and made that a little more convenient. They've added this label window in the back, and you can get customized labels with your school logo and identification information and put those right in this window where it'll be secure. That's nice. Another little wrinkle is this. Now this is actually pretty standard. Can you see the Kensington lock slot in the back? That's pretty typical on netbooks and other computers. It's, a theft deterrent, so you can lock your machine down to a desk. But they've added a second one. This is less typical. They've added a second Kensington lock slot, and they make available a couple of different handles that attach to the lock slot. So you can attach a small handle to this machine so kids can tote them around, and I think they even have a longer shoulder strap kind of handle. So again, the focus is on giving you options that make this machine a lot more capable of making those round trips between home and school that a lot of these netbooks are going to be facing starting this fall. Last little wrinkle that I want to show you you know, we're all concerned about spreading pathogens in our schools. It seems like every year some new disease comes up that's a concern, and more people are using hand wash repeatedly and stuff like that. Well, Dell's aware of that too. And I think for about $20, this option will cost you per unit. There is an antimicrobial keyboard that's available, and it uses some sort of silver alloy to actually kill germs and deter them from being spread within your schools if you use your netbooks as shared devices. Nice little wrinkles in the Dell Latitude 2100 netbook. I do want to talk about some of the options that are available internally, so let's talk about those. The Dell Latitude 2100 netbook uses an Intel Atom processor running at 1.6 gigahertz. That's very standard for netbooks in its class. This model shipped with the Windows XP Home Edition operating system, but Vista is also available as our Linux operating systems. I'm presuming maybe down the road Windows 7 will also be an option. Now, interesting. Can you see the arrow tracking my fingertips? Yes, this model has a touchscreen option available, and this demo has it included. I can't do much to show it off. Windows XP Home Edition is not terribly touchscreen friendly, but given appropriate software that utilizes the touchscreen feature, touchscreen may be an option schools want to entertain, especially I would think for younger student populations. The screen itself is a 10.1-inch diagonal screen, WSVGA display. That means 1024 by 576 pixels. I think it's very, very ample for a netbook. Wi-Fi is built in, as is gigabit Ethernet for connectivity. Storage, well, this one has an 80 gigabyte mechanical hard drive. Now, if you want extra durability, I would think schools might want to entertain going with solid state drives, flash-based drives. They're available, SSD drives up to 16 gigs of storage. The Latitude 2100 also has a 3-in-1 SD card reader on the front. That's important because this is the only removable storage. So if the machine's staying at school, students would have the option to transfer files and whatnot using SD cards. Batteries, well, this one came with this is a 6-cell battery, good for about 6 hours on a charge. I have to say I was really, really impressed with the battery life that this device has. I used it pretty intensely. Almost always I used the battery power and would only charge it in the evenings, and it never once gave me a warning that it was about to power down. So 3-cell, 6-cell, 9-cell options are available for schools, which would give you about up to 9 hours of usage per charge. The Dell Latitude 2100 line of netbooks. Pretty standard netbook, but with extra durability and a lot of really thoughtful features that I think make it a great fit for the K-12 education market. I'm glad you visited me this month. Please come back next month for School Library Journal and SLJ.com. I'm Jeff Hastings. Have a great school year.